2022 BMW K1600 GT, GTL, B and Grand America. Cost, facts, and figures. BMW's heavyweight, long-distance tourer, the K1600 has received several updates for 2022, including a redesigned engine, new styling, electronics, and features. The first of the K1600s, released in 2010, introduced the bigger inline-six engine and new trim styles. The GT and GTL share sportier conventional BMW styling, and the sweeping lines adorning the B and Grand America evoke the Grand American touring tradition, much like the R18 Transcontinental we recently tested. The power plant at the heart of the new K1600s is BMW's tried and tested 1649cc, inline-six-cylinder engine, redesigned to be narrower, lighter, and Euro 5 compliant. BMW's proprietary engine management system and -40, BMS and -41, works with 2 NOx sensors and 2 additional lambda probes to manage fueling and maximize power in the high revs and efficiency in the lower reverend range. The NOx sensors also allow the use of lower-grade fuels, promising true go-anywhere capability. The sportiest of the heavyweights. The K1600 range's power output remains at 160 horsepower, although peak output does come a tad sooner, at 6,750 rpm. Peak torque has increased slightly, to 133 foot-pounds at 5,250 rpm, which helps improve acceleration, especially in the higher gears, promising swift overtakes regardless of the load you might be carrying. The K1600 lineup's impressive figures promise the sportiest performance in class. Honda's Goldwing and Harley-Davidson's Road Glide Special produce peak torque of 103 and 118 foot-pounds, respectively. Rider aids enhance comfort and safety. A new 6-axis IMU sensor continually processes a comprehensive data set, comparing wheel speeds, lean angle, rider inputs, changes in velocity, and load, utilized by the various electronic control systems, including ESA suspension, traction control, engine braking, and ABS. The system calculates the extent to which these systems intervene, in milliseconds, according to the selected rider mode, rain, road, or dynamic, on the GTL. The semi-active ESA suspension system adjusts damping forces on both the rear suspension strut and the dual-lever front fork, optimizing rebound for stability. The system automatically adjusts preload settings when you turn on the ignition. Our test GT bike defaults to the road riding mode. Selecting dynamic will firm up the suspension for sportier riding. Rain mode allows for softer settings to help maximize traction. Rider modes are adjustable on the fly. The K1600's engine drag, torque control system and -40, MSR and -41, works in a similar way to the dynamic traction control fitted to the F900XR we recently tested. MSR uses data from the central IMU sensor to adjust engine output when aggressive downshifting or overrun threatens to break traction at the rear wheel, adjusting the power delivery to optimize grip according to the current riding mode. Functionality and connectivity. The new K1600 range gets a 10.25-inch TFT color display with integrated map navigation and connectivity, designed to work with BMW's multi-controller wheel on the left bar to minimize distractions while riding. Like all BMW's colored TFTs, the K1600's is excellent. The anti-reflective screen is clear and readable with intuitive menu navigation. The new display allows for map views via smartphone connection, eliminating the need for a standalone GPS. Great news, although BMW has inexplicably shunned Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity apps. Instead, the new map display works exclusively with BMW's connected app. In their defense, it is free and intuitive, and once figured out, we easily loaded some routes. We will update you on how we did with it in our full review coming soon. The TFT screen's dimensions allow for a split-screen view to simultaneously display the speedometer and tachometer in addition to the map or other information selectable from the menu. The BMW Connected app also works in conjunction with the display to connect and operate helmet communication systems via Bluetooth, allowing access to telephone and music functions. A second antenna enables data exchange both via WLAN and Bluetooth. Tunes to go. A new audio system, fitted as standard on the K1600 GTL and Grand America and optional on the GT and B, offers serious sound potential. The system's radio antenna is now integrated into the bodywork, improving the aesthetics, and new menu control and setting options aim to improve the audio system's all-around usability. Speakers in the dash and, integrated into the top box, GL and GA models provide all-around sound. Innovative new features. The K1600 lineup gets 4 favorite buttons, located on the left side of the fairing panel below the handlebars, enabling access to 18 programmable functions, such as audio or heated grips. The system uses 2 stage buttons, which, when pressed gently, display the programmed function on the TFT screen and a list of alternative options. When pressed beyond the point of resistance, the button operates the programmed function. BMW has also added an innovative smartphone storage compartment above the TFT display, which provides adequate power via a USB-C port for phone charging and operating navigation applications simultaneously. To prevent your smartphone from overheating with the effort, the splash-proof compartment's dedicated electric fan, controlled by a thermostat, maintains adequate ventilation. A bright road ahead. The new K1600 lineup benefits from extensive LED lighting and an adaptive headlight. The low beam module consists of no less than 9 LEDs, and the high beam module uses 4. The adaptive function comes as standard across the range and uses lean angle data from the IMU sensor to operate low beam LEDs, which illuminate the inside of corners according to the bike's degree of heel, up to an increased 35 degrees from center. Turning on the K1600's ignition prompts a welcome light function. The head and tail lights illuminate for a moment before fading out. After switching off the ignition, the head and tail lights briefly activate for the goodbye function, which illuminates the area around the motorcycle. Enhancing the effect, the addition of the optional floor lighting package, $100, a new concept for BMW, adds bling and can be a practical aid when parking in the dark, using the side or center stand. A new "Follow Me Home" light function activates when pressing the high beam headlight switch directly after turning off the ignition. Color schemes, options, and pricing. Our long-term K1600 test bike is the GT and has the option 719 styling package, which comes finished in mineral white metallic with blue accent lines, contrasting with a black frame, radiator cowls, and brake calipers. In addition, our test bike gets the options 719 saddle brown seat with diamond top stitching, $250, forged classic wheels, $1,750, and also benefits from the optional premium package, $3,000, which includes keyless ignition, gear shift assist pro, a central luggage locking system, auxiliary lights, alarm, and engine protection bars. The total price as tested is $30,940. The GT version is also available in Black Storm Metallic and Sport, BMW's classic racing white, blue, and red scheme. The GTL standard color is also Black Storm, and the exclusive style option comes finished in Gravity Blue Metallic. The K1600B and Grand America are available in exclusive style, finished in Manhattan Metallic Matte, an attractive gray-green color, and option 719 Midnight style finished in Meteoric Dust 2 Metallic, which uses immersion hydrographics to create a bespoke effect on each panel. Base prices start at $22,545, although depending on which options you choose from the myriad of options, expect the final price to be significantly more.